Welcome to Meathead Test Kitchen, where food and fitness come to hang out. Nutrition, training, and life. It's all fair game on Meathead Test Kitchen.
Welcome to Meathead Test Kitchen, where we strive to make your fitness and nutrition journey suck less. Today we are joined by new mom, Instagram friend, self-proclaimed average strength athlete, and my favorite Captain Marvel cosplaying strong woman, Lauren Cruz. We're going to shoot the shit and talk about how training and balance has changed as a new mom and a ton more, because Sausha has this saying that she says all the time: find a way, not an excuse. And I feel like when you're a new mom and you're taking on fitness and nutrition endeavors, you really have to make that shit work.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like the balancing act. Like
Yeah.
I can't even, I'm really excited to talk to you about this today.
Yeah. It truly is amazing to me. I'm like, I can barely feed myself and make sure I shower in a day. And you've got a tiny human and you're doing all this stuff. It's like, wow. Yeah. So what is your athletic background?
So 5 years ago, I tried CrossFit for the first time. And that was like a huge jump from going from Planet Fitness to CrossFit. But just like the best way to learn how to lift properly.
Yeah.
I didn't do it long because I hate cardio.
Same.
So stopped doing that for a bit. And then just like missed it. So finally, like again, like 3 years ago, I was like, I need to find something. And like I was following all these weightlifters on Instagram, and I was like, I got to find a weightlifting gym in Omaha. And there isn't many.
No.
So it took a lot of research, found one, went there for a while, went there for like a year. Perfect way to like get all the lifts down in my form. Mm-hmm. And then I was like able to go off on my own kind of. And I still do programming through somebody, but I don't like.
Yeah. I mean, like CrossFit is, people could shit on CrossFit all they want. Here's the thing about CrossFit. As long as you're going to someone that knows what they're doing, CrossFit is completely safe. Mm-hmm. Fuck what Jillian Michaels says. I don't give a shit
so
what
much
she has to say.
Yeah.
Anything that woman tells you to do the fucking opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But CrossFit,
She is like diet culture in a, like
Dude.
the whole envelope and umbrella of it
embodied.
in a person.
She is diet culture
She's
embodied.
terrible. Yeah.
Dude,
Terrible.
we watched her do terrible things to people on television for years.
Yeah.
Why the fuck does she think
they're,
she
like,
has
still
any
in
clout?
Therapy for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Very
terrible.
toxic human. Don't listen
Like
to her.
I don't like to say bad things about people, especially people I don't know, but that woman has nothing good to contribute to anything regarding fitness or nutrition anymore.
Yeah, agreed.
So CrossFit is completely safe as long as you go to someone that knows what they're doing, which I feel like is a very common thing no matter what you're doing in any facet of life. It doesn't have to just be athletics, you know. You need to have a coach that knows what they're doing. So you have to do some research. I mean,
Yeah. It gives you a really good base to like go and do things on your own.
yeah, plus it's killer cardio baseline work. I mean, nothing is going to make you question every move in your life like a Metcon at the end of a workout.
Countdown burpees as your cool down.
Ay, Dios mío. Oh, box jumps and double unders as far as the eyes can see. Like, you ever felt like you're going to pee yourself but also die and have your legs fall out from under you simultaneously? Try double unders and box jumps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Box
now I
jump
do like the
burpees.
complete opposite. And I'm like, if I have to do 5 rep max squat, like I die. Like I'm like sweating and hyperventilating. I'm like, please, can we stick to like the 1 reps?
What do you mean I have 8s at 45%? That's
friggin'
so
worse.
many squats.
Yeah, I have to do a lot of mental preparation before those days.
I feel like anything these days takes a lot of mental preparation.
Yeah.
It's like, shit.
For sure. So like I love asking people this question because I have a specific song in mind, but like, is there a song that you put on when you're like going for your maxes or like
you're
you
gonna
want to
love
crush
this.
it?
Make a man out of you from Mulan.
Ooh.
That's so amazing.
It's my freaking favorite song. I play it all the time.
Yes.
Like whenever I need a
awesome.
hype song.
Right? You're
I
just,
always
like,
love to hear
strapping your
everyone's
belt on. Mm-hmm. And there's a TikTok about this actually. Like
to find
what
that.
other people are listening like thrash metal. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
like, I'm listening
So it
to
looks-
the Lion King soundtrack.
yeah, right. Looks
Yeah.
like I'm listening to something badass, but it's just Mulan.
people usually assume that. They're like, ooh, what were you listening to? I'm like, Taylor Swift.
Right.
New Romantics, what of it, you know? No, it's always interesting to see what people will listen to when they work out. Like, I am a very, I was a music director at a radio station for a while, so I'm very like nerdy about playlists and like compiling music and making them sound good together because I'm a DJ. It's what I used to do. So I have like 18 workout playlists, and Phil's like, what one are we going to listen to today? I'm like, man, I'm sorry, but we're going to pound some fucking Bad Bunny and Prodigy today.
You might need to get your playlist because I just listen to AC/DC and Disney music.
We have a MTK Spotify account actually, so we'll put some more playlists.
You know what
up.
we
It's
should
been
do?
a while.
Maybe you can make a playlist and we'll feature it with your episode.
For real.
Disney.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Soundtracks. Okay.
Lauren
That's your
Cruz's
homework.
Disney soundtrack.
There you go. Yeah, we'll put Lauren's playlist up on our Spotify. That should be a new thing.
Yes.
Why didn't we think of that before?
I'm a genius.
Damn,
when I'm tired.
I do like you. I like you. There's a reason we work together. How has your training changed from pre-baby? Because pre-baby, you were doing Olympic lifting, and then you also trained while you were pregnant, which is still also completely safe.
Yes.
Do your homework, talk to your doctor, like always we say. But you can still lift weights while you're pregnant. And then you've kind of transitioned into strong women stuff. So like how has your daily training regimen shifted a little bit?
It's totally different, but it's better. It's freaky when I like look at it because I'm like, what the fuck is in my oats? Like, do I need to get this third party tested?
Right.
Why am I PRing so much? But it's like when you look at the big picture, it's like my schedule's better, my sleep is better. I'm eating significantly more than I was before. And training, I actually like backed down, and I think I've just been able to recover better. So it's been awesome. Like, I don't recommend having a baby to like figure that out, but that's what worked for me.
That's not a necessary step in the process,
Yeah.
however.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also found I used to be one of those people that worked out 6 or 7 days a week, and I found out that when I actually cut it down to 4 or 5, my body doesn't feel like a bag of dicks all the time,
Right.
and I can actually move some weight.
Yeah.
Like, what a concept.
I went from 5 to 6 to like 3 to 4. I'm like,
Yeah.
how is this going so much better than it did before? It's also because I know what I'm doing compared to like last time I was at beginner stage. So it's really nice. I got a good restart on my bod.
Good. I mean, yeah, it's been fun to watch the transition as you went through pregnancy and then as you've gone post pregnancy, and yeah, dude, the muscles are back.
Yeah. Thank you, carbs. I was not eating enough carbs before, for sure. And I think that might be the biggest difference.
I actually saw you post about that the other day, like about regretting sleeping on carbs.
Yeah.
Can you expand on what you meant by that and how it's affected your training in a positive way?
Okay, so diet-wise, before baby, I did track. I did the RP templates a lot. And I'd always do, like, I was always in a cut phase. And I'd always think, like, oh, I'm going to be jacked at the end of this. And then there was no muscle underneath my fluff. And I was like, now I realized, I was like, I never put the time and effort to, gain the muscle. So, like, before, my carbs were probably like 100, 150. Now they're 330.
Yeah.
And like, it's made a huge difference in strength. Because even days where I go in and lift and I feel like crap, like I am lifting weight.
You can still move it.
Yeah, like everything feels so much better than it did before. So I'm like, it's obviously the food because there's not much I'm doing different other than that.
Yep, and that's one thing that we try to really reinforce when we talk to people about changing their lifestyle is that your food is like 90% of the equation. It's so important what you eat. And
it's literally the energy source and the fuel and the building block.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do
Right.
fitness wise.
Yeah.
But we've been told for so long the complete opposite.
Yeah, I got an email from a listener the other day, and we were talking about her caloric intake. She's like, I'm consistently over 200 to 300 calories a day. I was like, okay, well, how many are you eating? She emailed me back. She's eating like 1,800. I'm like, okay, this is going to sound really crazy, but
more.
bump it up to 2,000 and
Yeah.
see what happens because your body's obviously signaling you that it's still hungry.
Yep.
Don't fight it. Like, eat
Listen
that
to
food.
it.
She's working out 5 times a week. So I'm like, yo, you're burning between 250 to 500 calories per session. You need to be eating more, girl.
Right. Yeah. I saw your post the other day and then I looked at my breakdown and I was like, oh, I need to eat more.
Bump those numbers up.
Right?
All the carbs.
And I've been going through the process of, eating more. I know I need to eat more. My goal is to be able to lift more.
Yeah.
So you got to eat more because
Right.
it requires more muscle to be able to do that. But I keep bumping it up and then I plateau and then I got to bump it up again. So like legit 1,200 calories a day ain't going to get you anywhere.
No.
I mean, I started out probably, I think when I started losing weight, I was at like 1,750 a day.
Yeah.
And that was just very base level bodybuilding lifts. I was relearning how to lift and do all that stuff. And then as the time has gone on, I eat like at least 2,500 a day now.
Yeah.
Like I told her that too. I'm like, it's going to change.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, it was how much lean body mass you're gaining. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to keep bumping up the numbers.
I think that's my favorite thing about having muscles. Is
Yeah.
that I can eat a shit ton more food.
Yeah.
Well, and that's like, I thought completely backwards, like until 3 years ago. Like I legitimately was eating 1,200 calories a day. Eating more than 100 calories at a time was like evil to me, which is like, now I'm like, where's my 600, 700 calorie meal, man? Like, what
and
the hell?
I love it because I remember the conversation where you're like, so I'm eating 1,500 calories a day. And I'm like, bro, you need to be eating way more.
Yeah.
And that's like I thought I was eating
that.
enough. And then now that I've like messed with my diet more and my macros more this last year, I'm like, I was not obviously eating enough for like the lifting I was trying to do.
Right.
Yeah, you got to eat to support it. I saw a tweet today. That's what I was looking up on my phone real quick. I got to find it. I found a tweet earlier. The beautiful things you find on Twitter from people that have no fucking idea what they're talking about. So this is a tweet. All caps. Carbohydrates cause obesity. The end. I retweeted it and said, any nutrient in excess causes weight gain. Read a nutrition book, Mark.
Yeah.
Like, dude, don't demonize carbs. You need carbs.
Yeah. It's go ahead.
I'm at such like a good corner in like the social media world that I don't see that a lot. But when I do, oh my God, I get so enraged. I forget how bad it is. Like what the majority of people, the information they're getting around fitness and health and eating, it's just so toxic and wrong.
And we all bought into it for so long because, you know, we've learned a lot about how the human body works in the last decade even, you know? So like, I feel we're starting to be able to kind of throw that away. But then you have people out there like Dr. Nadolsky. That's where I found that tweet, by the way, RP Doc. He is like the king of the burn when it comes to people that have no idea what they're talking about. So I was like, I'm going to look this guy up and see if the tweet's still there. Sure as shit, it was.
Well, and that's legitimately any nutrient, anything that you eat. If you are eating more, we've said it a billion times on this podcast, like anything that you eat, if you're eating over what your body needs, you're going to gain weight.
You could
it
gain
doesn't
weight
matter
by
what
eating broccoli. It doesn't
exactly.
matter.
You're going to shit a lot.
Oh,
if
God.
You do that. But
nobody's going to want to hang out
weight.
with you. I mean, that's a good way to social distance right now. Eat a lot of broccoli and cauliflower because nobody will want to be anywhere near you.
And too, I want to point out again, I know I've brought this up like maybe one other time, but when I bumped my food up, I actually lost weight. I lost weight first, and then I plateaued, and then I was like, "Oh, well, that wasn't the intended
because
consequence."
your metabolism needed that extra support, and that's what I told her in the email. I was like, "I know this is going to sound really, really, really insane. You're going to think that I'm nuts, and that's okay. But this is eat more. Just eat more. Do that for a couple weeks. Let me know how you feel.
If you're a female and you've never bulked and you're thinking about it, just try it. You can always bring the calories back down. Just do it. Like as soon as I started intentionally doing it, like my muscles just felt fuller, and I was like, oh heck yeah, like this is what I've been trying to get to by eating less. And I'm like, how did this happen?
People are like, how'd you grow your quads? How'd you grow your butt? I ate a lot and did a shit ton of squats and lunges. That's like, you can grow an ass. I've told my roommate this before. Like she lost a bunch of weight when she moved here, and she's like, man, I miss my ass. I'm like, dude, there's a barbell out there. I'll teach you how to squat. You can have a back.
Bulgarian split squats for your ass.
Yeah. Good for your butt.
I hate them, but
Hashtag,
they are great for your butt.
Hashtag butt stuff. Maybe that should be a workout book. It's just a bunch of glute things, and we just call it butt stuff. I'm sure somebody's already
some workout the other day that had a funny name. What was? I was dying.
My quads, my lats.
Yes, that was such a good one.
My quads, my lats.
That's what's going on in my head. I was like, this is awesome. All of your workouts should be named something like that.
At first, it came out to the tune of Milkshake for some reason. I was like, that is not the same song. Not at all.
I did want to ask too, like, how do you balance momming, being a wife, and prioritizing your nutrition and your fitness?
So schedule, and then like this, like now, focusing on what I'm doing outside of training, right? Because training, like for me, is like only 4 to 5 hours a week, and it's like I need to focus more and maximize on what I'm doing on those other hours,
right?
To make the most out of it, which is like eating more, sleeping more, and just having a schedule. I like having my baby on a schedule. So having him on one means I'm on one. So when like he naps, that's when I go work out, and it just makes life so much easier. And it's better because I'm not like messing around like I used to before I had him. Like I have to get this in the next hour before he wakes up.
And then I love when he is awake, you put him in his little walker and you tie him to the kettlebell. He hangs out with the dog. It's just like, oh, I love when you guys post. It's like family time. It's beautiful. I love it.
Right.
Well, and I think that like to that point, like having the schedule, like is the like sometimes that's like the starting point for a lot of people. But like
It's a game changer.
yeah,
Just
like,
making and finding the time to do it. I mean, you have the time. It's just whether or not you can make it work easily.
And I like what you said about like, okay, well now he's napping. Like that's time. It's like go
Right.
time or it doesn't get done.
Yeah. And sometimes we do have him come outside. It's like when he was younger, it was easier to take him to the gym because he took so many naps. He could just nap out there.
Right.
But just like seasons of life, like we're gonna go through where he's napping inside and we work out then, or like in a year he's definitely going to be out there all the time when we're working out, so we're trying to make a little playpen area.
Yeah,
so he
have
can
a pack and
entertain
play out
himself.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Please be chill. We let the dogs and the cats babysit him while we lift the weights.
I do that. You know what? That was honestly some of my favorite training footage for a while when you had the kittens, just Grayson and the kittens playing in the gym while you guys are lifting. I'm like, I
Now
love
they're all over
of
the
that.
place. Have a gate for them.
Yeah, good luck keeping kittens out of anything,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, no
Says the lady that owns four
Oh my
of
God.
them.
Mark
Oh,
was
yeah.
squatting yesterday and like looks at me and goes, will you please go get the kitten out of my gym bag? She was just like making herself a little nest in there. Hello, I'm taking a nap. Yeah.
My cats want to come out and train. Like I watch Alex and Meredith. Their cat Ivy is super chill, and she'll like take a nap on the flat bench while
saw
they
that.
lift and do CrossFit and stuff. Clue wants to come out in the garage, and I'm like, no way, man, you're gonna get smushed.
Right. That's my biggest fear.
I'll drop
Everyone
a barbell on
stay
you.
back.
Yeah, you're black. You blend into all of the floor. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Stay there. What's your favorite post-competition meal? Like, do you have a go-to when you were lifting and competing, where you like had to have?
Okay, this is so not healthy, but I just like to have a drink.
That's all right.
Like the competitions can give me so much anxiety. Like I beforehand, I'm like, why did I sign up for this? Like I'm so stupid. This is awful. And then afterwards, you love it, and you're like so glad you did it. So I just in that time really need a drink.
Yeah. I mean, there's room for everything here.
Yeah.
Especially drinks, because sometimes you just need a drink.
Oh,
What
Lord.
drink? What's your favorite?
Yeah.
I'm just a vodka girl.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was
Okay, good.
vodka. I was vodka Sadie in high school
Yes, in high school
and college, and most of life.
Oh my god.
It goes with everything.
Right.
You can
It
put
does.
it in everything.
It doesn't taste like anything.
And if you're a low-key alcoholic, you put it in a water bottle, and nobody knows the difference when you go
Exactly,
places.
yeah.
Whoops.
Electric Mountain Dew is what I like to drink.
Oh,
It's electric because there's vodka in it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to try that.
That's it.
man, I drank so much Jungle Juice back in the day.
Oh my
like,
God, I have a headache just thinking
There's
about
probably a reason I haven't caught COVID yet, because I used to drink Boone's Farm and Mad Dog and Jungle Juice and like all of these things. I'm like, what?
that. It was a built-in vaccine for me.
How did you do that to yourself?
So the three of us in this room, and we haven't talked a whole lot about Whoop on this
Oh yeah,
podcast.
we all have, yes. We all
But
have.
I wanted to ask you, because you recently got one, and we put you, by the way, if you have a Whoop, we have a team on there.
Yeah.
Meathead Test Kitchen.
Yeah, just look up Meathead Test Kitchen, and I think you have to ask to join, but I just have approved anybody that asks.
For
so
sure.
join us.
How has that like benefited your training?
It's been good because like on the days where it's like my recovery percentage is really low and I do feel like crap, I'm like, all right, it's justified if I skip today and push it back.
Yeah.
And then like the opposite, when it's like really good and I feel like crap, I'm like, no, like the Whoop is telling you got this, go out there.
Yeah,
'Cause
it says
sometimes
you
just
can
don't
handle
know.
17 on your day strain. Go get it, kid.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah.
Like, so that's nice to not have to like overthink it. I'll just go by what it's telling me.
I really like the lowest heart rate function. Like that's always something really cool to me when I'm like in super fit mode, which I haven't been for a while because life is just whatever lately. So I've just kind of been working out. But once it's done being cold in Nebraska and I can actually work out in my garage without freezing my hands off, I'm gonna start doing that again. But I think the lowest I've ever got my like nighttime heart rate down to was like 48, and that I nerd out like hella much about that. That's like my favorite thing about Whoop. It's like, okay, well, you apparently slept really well because this was your resting heart rate last night. And it's like, thanks, guys.
Yeah. I really like that it tells you like your heart rate variation, like which is like basically your body's way of like balancing out the stressors that are happening against your body. I always find that interesting. Mine's been bullshit for the month of February because I've been super stressed out.
I
like,
wonder why.
buying a house and stuff.
Traveling for work, buying a house, life.
I think my lowest this month for the heart rate variation was like a 13%. And I was like, wow.
Oh, no.
Like, am I alive? Whoops. What is happening? Yeah. I think it's pretty cool.
I like it a
check
lot.
it out.
It's really cool. The only thing they don't have, which I don't really feel is necessary, is like the food tracking. I feel like they'll probably add that at some point.
I would think so.
But
it is
I really
nice that they have
my
like your
whoops.
calories in there. So if you are trying to do macros and you want to know what your daily expenditure is, like you can just look on there.
And that one has been the most accurate so
Yeah.
far. They all have a margin of error, I think,
Yeah.
but my tattoos will fuck with the sensors sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're
that it
screwed. You don't
doesn't
have a good
happen.
arm. So that's
I mean,
Mark.
right there.
Yeah, where he had
That
it
spot.
at, like, it kept going haywire, and he, like, messaged him. They're like, do you have tattoos? He's like, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no. So he switched arms.
My Fitbit didn't like it. But
That's crazy. I would have never thought about that.
I can't wear my Fitbit on my right arm because my it's all dark. That's the
Yeah.
other part of it too. It's all purple and black, so it messes with the sensor because it's light based.
Yeah.
But my Whoop doesn't do that. Thankfully, they fixed it.
Yeah. Mine's good.
Have you taken the strap off of it yet?
No, I have a backup one.
Don't look at it.
I caught a whiff of it the other day. It was pretty gnarly because I sweat like, I don't even know. A lot. I just sweat a lot.
Pro tip, if you have a Whoop and you've never taken the strap off of it to replace it before, watch the video on YouTube because it's really difficult if you try to do it on your own.
I thought you meant because it's gross.
Oh, no.
Oh, I meant because it was gross. Yeah.
Oh, no, I just didn't know if you've replaced it yet because they have all those
putting
cool
it
new
together
ones.
was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I was like, really? Went for a walk and I was trying to figure it out. I was like, oh, this
Why
is
is this
snap
so
on
complicated? Yeah.
Oh.
No, I had to YouTube it.
Yeah,
so
I did too.
I agree.
It was awful. Do you have any like mom tips for maybe people who are wanting to start a fitness journey or continue one or pick it up where they left off?
Just make it work where you can. I'm a huge fan of scheduling, but that can be kind of controversial in mom world. So do whatever you're comfortable with. A lot of my mom friends, like, it just depends. Like, I work part-time, and then I have friends who work full-time, and then stay-at-home moms, and it just, depending on the season of life you're in, you got to find a time. Either that's waking up before all the kids do, doing it during nap time, doing it with them. I think that's cool when moms do that.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but she was a bikini competitor and her kids work out with her and her kids are just little brick shit houses.
Yes.
And I love it. I'm just like, that's awesome. Like, you have taught them a life skill.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and that's like we talk about this all the time. Like if you want to make something happen, you'll find the time to make it happen. You'll
Right.
figure it out and it'll work. I know that being a mom is super difficult. But you
gotta
still
like
important.
have your me time. And
Yeah,
that's
you're
it.
still
Like,
a person and you
yes.
still need to take care of yourself
Yeah,
too.
take care. Yeah, for sure. And then on top of that, like picking up a car seat, those things are heavy as fuck. Like it's so good to have that strength to be able to carry around a car seat, or like if you have like 3 other little nuggets with you, like you need to have that strength. So that helps a lot.
Yeah, like that's one thing I've gathered about mom life is that you transition to pack mule because you just literally carry you've got a kid under one arm, you got the bag under the other one, you're dragging something else behind. I'm like, damn, getting shit done.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. So basically what we've learned today is like balance. Balance is key. Like you'll find the time, it'll work. Even if it's like 15 fucking minutes, you can go throw some shit around for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
even
just
if it's
go move your
15-minute
body.
increments.
Just go move your body. That's all that matters. It doesn't have to be anything. You don't have to go lift weights for 2 hours like Sausha and I do. Like just fit it in somewhere. Something is better than nothing.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Even if it's just a 20-minute thing on YouTube, like just do something.
Yeah,
Get
do
moving.
some Pilates or some yoga for a minute. Like you'll still benefit from that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's all about just moving.
Right.
It's all good.
Find a way.
Not an excuse.
Dun dun dun.
I need a flag.
I know. We talked about getting that made, didn't we? We haven't done it yet. I still haven't figured out where those are gonna go in the gym. Oh, my
Where
wall space
can
is full.
people follow you on the Instagrams if they want to follow your journey?
I think it's like _ Lauren Cruz _
I think so. We'll tag Lauren in the Instagram story and comments for the episode this week. Show notes as well. Her Instagram handle will be there.
Yes.
Meatheadtestkitchen.com.
And if you guys have any questions, we are going to be doing a mailbag for our next episode.
Yeah.
So please send us your questions via DM on Instagram at Meathead Test Kitchen. You can email us hello@meatheadtestkitchen.com. You can follow Sadie at Meathead Sadie. You can follow me at Meathead Sausha. Send us your questions. And if you send us your questions in video form, hint, hint, Hint. Hint.
Maybe you should send us a video with your question.
We will have a nice surprise to go along with the mailbag episode. You will be featured if you send us a video question.
Because we're going to be fancy and start doing video.
Oh, there's the hint. There's the asterisk.
Yeah. We're going to start doing that next week. So if you want to watch us on YouTube, you can actually watch us do the podcast and not just our logo for 20 minutes. That means I can't dress like a potato anymore, huh?
Sorry.
Such is life.
I had somebody come in the other day who hasn't ever come in, and they're like, sorry, I'm wearing sweatpants. And I was like, dude, I always look like I've either just come from the gym or I'm going there, because that's probably what's happening in my day. Yeah. So I don't care if you're wearing sweatpants.
I love when people come into, like, when we used to work in radio, when people would come into the radio station and say that, or come in here now. And it's like, dude, nobody's going to see you.
Right.
Like, I interviewed for my last radio job in a pair of jeans with holes in it and a black t-shirt. Like, we don't care.
No. It's all good. It is all good.
Can you talk? Then you're fine.
You're good.
Yeah.
We are proud to be a Hurrdat Media podcast. Please subscribe, rate, and review anywhere that you stream your podcasts. And when you aren't keeping up with your favorite podcast, our Meathead Test Kitchen, we've got you covered. We have an unbeatable deal for Husker fans as well. You can now get a 3-month subscription to Hail Varsity for the price of 1 month. Yeah, that's only $2.99 for 3 months using our promo code Meathead. A Hail Varsity subscription includes both the magazine and all the premium digital content online. And it's a deal you don't want to miss out on. They are phenomenal at what they do. The coverage they have for Husker sports is amazing and unparalleled, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you don't believe us, go follow our friend Erin Sorensen. You can catch her tweeting Husker volleyball by herself at the Devaney Center on any given night.
Yes, they have wonderful feature stories. They've got brilliant photography. They get a lot of exclusive interviews and things like that, so you don't want to miss out on that. That's 3 months of Hail Varsity for $2.99. Subscribe now at hailvarsity.com/subscribe and use code Meathead.
Also, shout out to our girl Holly at Holly's Healthy Holes. She is now shipping nationwide, so be sure to go get that with our code Meathead Donut, MEATHEADDONUT. It is up in our link trees, I believe, on all of our Instagram pages and social medias and all that jazz.
Yes.
So Holly's Healthy Holes.
20%.
Yeah, I'll get you 20% off your order. And they're shipping nationwide now. So if you are a friend of ours that doesn't live in Nebraska and you were like, hey, I want some of those donuts, now you can get them. She's also selling them at Hy-Vee now, too.
Yes.
As far as I know, only the one on 180th and Pacific right now. But she said she was going to. Oh, she did add another one.
I don't remember Shadow Lake, I want to say.
Okay. So there you go.
So, yeah, Papillion.
Yeah, girl.
You get Holly's Healthy Holes in your
face hole.
They're delicious.
They are delicious.
Thank you, Lauren, for coming in.
Thank you guys for having me.
This was a lot of fun.
I don't know if you have a #1 fan, but I would like that title.
Oh,
right.
Yes.
You're getting a t-shirt.
Yes. Once we have them. Yes.
Yes. We also want to thank all of our listeners. You guys give us a wonderful platform to talk about things that we give a shit about, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, you're the best. Don't quit being awesome.
And have a wonderful week.
Yeah.
Balance.
Balance is key, and carbs are not going to make you gain a shit ton of weight.
Eat them.
Unless you eat a lot of them.
MTK.
Out.
Join Sadie and Sausha every Monday, helping to make your fitness and nutrition journey suck less. MTK.
A Hurrdat Media Production.